Hi there and welcome. So this is where we stopped in the last video, where we say that if you just have an if, then nothing will happen if the condition here evaluates to false. So let us see how we can curb that by using an else statement. So we do know that if we have an if and a condition, if the condition here will be true, then what is inside here will get run. And then if the condition here is false, then this will get run. So this is like a nice way of just giving feedback or trying to control the flow of the program, such that if what is here is false, then at least you give someone an output, or you just tell them what to do next. So that's the difference between the one that we did earlier and this one, whereby we didn't have an else. So if we go back to that example, we can add an else section so that it can also give some kind of a feedback to the user when the condition is false. So if I go back to the browser here, and we already have this example, so I'll just use this one to add an else so that at least we can know what happens next when the condition is false. So in this case, we've said that if marks are less than 50, if a student gets less than 50 marks, then they have failed. So we can also say that if they get more than 50, we can say they have passed. And then we're also going to see how another kind of an issue will arise from that, and how we can curb that issue in upcoming videos as well. So if I do a demo of this and I try to run this one, you see nothing happens. So let's add an else so that at least we can have some kind of an output so that people can know what the hell is going on. So if I add an else, I can also just add alert, and I'll just use the same alert and say, yay, you have passed. So that's the other alternative, right? If they haven't failed, they have passed. So marks here is 80. Then we run this, and you see at least it tells them you have passed. So this is just a simple example. Of course, this still has some loopholes. For example, if I say 188, okay, you know, the marks are supposed to go up to 100%. So 188, if I try to run that, you see it will tell us you have passed. So we also need to find a way for us to make sure that this only goes up to 100. And also for this one, if I put a negative number, you know, the marks will only go from 100 to 0. So if I put negative 22, you'll see that of course the statement will be true for this one, but we know that you can't get a negative in marks. If I run this, so if I run this one, negative 22, run, you'll see it tells you have failed. So of course you see that there are always loopholes. How you write your program, even if it runs, there can be some loopholes. So in this case, there are things that you can do to make sure that there are no loopholes. So in the next video, let us look at an else if a condition is true here, do what is inside here, else if the condition that I will provide here will be true, then do this. You can also even have another else if here, Control V, and if everything else up there is false, just do whatever is here. So this is what we're going to look at in the next video. So if you have any questions, make sure that you ask them so that they can be clarified for you. So I'll see you in the next video.